Hello and welcome back, and in this video we're going to be creating our add new view or add new to-do view. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me fill this screen a little bit, and now we are ready to get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to first start by importing Swift data, because we're going to be storing this parsed speech to text information into Swift data's persistent store. So we're going to be persisting using Swift data. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to create two environment properties. One is going to be basically providing access to the model context so we can save the data, and another one is going to be a dismiss environment object, which is going to help us dismiss this view. Okay, so we're simply going to create our environment object, and we are going to basically call the key path model context. Then we're going to create a variable to store this model context, and we're going to call this variable model context. Next, we're going to create another environment key path or environment property for dismiss. Okay, and we're going to call this dismiss private var dismiss. Okay, now next what we need to do is we need to create a state object for speech recognizer. The speech recognizer that we created basically right here, which helps us recognize the speech and convert that speech into text. We're going to need a reference to that object, and we're going to create any state object because that particular class is conforming to observable protocol. Now reason we are using observable protocol, not observation, is so we can target, or we can actually make this app backward compatible, so users with iOS 16 users with iOS 17 and above can basically use this. So you're going to create our state object for speech recognizer, and this is going to be speech recognizer initialized instance. So basically we're going to initialize speech recognizer, and we're going to create an instance variable called speech recognizer here. And next what we're going to do is we are going to create a and this is basically the preview. So let's go ahead and close the preview so we don't keep on getting those errors. We're going to create two state properties, one to track the recording state, whether recording is going on or not, and another one to basically show an animation on the recording button itself. So we're going to create a state property, private var is recording, and we're going to set this to false. We're going to create another one, animate, and we're going to set this false as well. Okay, now we are ready to write this view's body. So what we need is basically we need a navigation stack first. So let's create a navigation stack. Inside the navigation stack, we're going to create a v-stack, a vertical stack, and then we're going to display a text view, and this text view is going to show the transcript. So the transcript is basically whatever has been transcribed by the speech recognizer is going to show up here. So we want to show what user is recording and what system is understanding so far, and we're going to add a bit of padding here. Then we're going to basically we're going to create a button with action, and the action is going to be, let's go ahead and finish the button implementation first. Action is going to be where if the recording is not going on, is not recording basically, then we're gonna take our speech recognizer and call transcribe function on that. So when the speech is not recording, when the speech is recording, basically when user actually taps on stop recording, we're gonna take the speech recognizer and call stop transcribing. Okay, so this is where, like, the transcription process would start essentially when the button state changes. Okay, and we want to make sure that button state also change by calling the is recording and toggle that value. Okay, next, inside the button itself, the body for the button, we're gonna have a Z stack. And the Z stack is going to have first an if condition. If the recording is going on, then so if is recording, in that case we want to show a circle and we want to fill it with the color red with the opacity 0.3. Okay, and then we're going to set a frame for this color as for this circle as 100. So frame with width, frame with height. Okay, and so this is going to be 100 points width and 100 points height circle. We're going to apply scale effect on this, and we're going to apply scale effect when the animate value is true. Then the scale is going to be 1.2, basically slightly bigger than the circle itself. Like, we're going to overlay another circle on the top, so slightly bigger than that one. So 1.2 or 0.2 times more than, like, the regular size. So 1.2 for the scale. Otherwise, if the animate is false, then we're going to have this as 1. Similarly, we're going to apply opacity. And when the animate is true, we're gonna make this 0.5 opaque, otherwise 1.0. Okay, and we're gonna also set the animation on this guy, and we're gonna set the animation as dot ease in out. Okay, and we're gonna apply a duration. So duration. The duration is going to be 1 second. Over 1 second, this animation is going to play out. We want to repeat it forever with auto reverse to be true. Okay, and the value that we're going to play it or observe while playing this is going to be the animate. Okay, so this is basically when the recording is going on. Now, if, like in all the other cases, we're gonna have basically a circle. We'll always have a circle sitting as a button's view, and then we'll have a fill. Okay, and the fill for this is going to be based on the recording state. So it's going to have color dot red if the recording is going on, otherwise color dot blue. Okay, and the frame for this guy with width and height will be 60 points and 60 points. All right, now we're gonna have an image. This image is going to be a system image, and we're gonna once again look at the is recording. If the recording is going on, we want to show the stop image, so stop system image. Otherwise, we want to show a mic system image. Okay, let's set the foreground style for this guy as white, and we're gonna set the font for this guy as system with size as 30 points. Okay, and for the overall Z stack, we're gonna set the frame with width and height as 120 points for both. All right, now we want to observe the changes that are going on basically on the state for is recording. So we're gonna put on change modifier here, and we're gonna say observe the is recording, and we get old value and new value. We're not going to be using any of these, so just put underscore for both of them, so Xcode or compiler doesn't complain about the unused value. And we're going to just toggle the animation. Okay, the animation variable, excuse me, is going to be toggled when the recording is state is changing. Okay, then we're going to have a title, add new to do. All right, and now we're going to have the last but very important thing. This is going to be a toolbar, which is going to help us save the record. So we're going to have a toolbar item, and this toolbar item's placement will be the primary action. Okay, and the content will be a button, save. Okay, so this is basically gonna call save, and save is gonna save this record into the persistent store. Okay, so we're gonna basically first put a guard statement to say that speech recognizer dot transcript dot is it empty. If it is empty, then return from here. We don't want to save empty records. But if it's not, create a new to do with text as whatever is in the speech recognizer dot transcript and create it at date not now. We can have a model context, and we're going to insert the model that we've just created, which is to do. Okay, now we're going to make sure that we actually call model context dot save to basically sync all the records. So we're just going to call do try model context dot save, and let's also catch whatever exception we are getting. In this case, I'm going to just print it out. So print error saving to do error.localize description. Okay, and we also want to make sure that we dismiss our view once the record is saved. All right, so now we have pretty much everything ready to go. There are a few things that we need to make sure that we do. First of all, go into the app, make sure that our Swift data is initialized. So import Swift data first, and make sure that the model container is created for to do dot self. Okay, this is going to create our persistent store. We also need to make sure that our info.plist has the information, or the basically the access for all the necessary permissions. So for example, there is a privacy there's a privacy key that we need to add here, and that privacy key is basically for mic and recording. So privacy microphone usage description is what we are looking for. So go under section P, privacy, and privacy microphone usage description is the one that we need. Okay, and let's set this need for speech recognition. Okay, I want to copy this and press enter. We're going to add one more. Let's go again in the privacy section, and this one is speech recognition usage description. And once again, I'll enter the same, but this is like, basically the description string that specifies why do you need access to the microphone and why do you need access to speech recognition. So make your case with your user. Why do you need to record this session with them? Okay, let's go ahead and launch this with all the setting applied, and let's see if everything works, and if we get any issues, then we'll actually resolve them. So right now the app is being installed, and now the simulator is getting launched. So let me open the simulator right here. Okay, let me pause the video and Once the app is launched, I'll come back. All right, so app is launched now. Let's go ahead and wait for it to finish creating all the everything that we need. So this is basically because we are in the debug mode. That's why we are seeing this, and we have our containers set up, but we are not calling the right view. So let's go ahead and go into the content view and call our home view. Okay, we'll rerun, and this time around the app is gonna basically launch and show the home screen relatively faster than before, because all the containers and everything is already set up. Okay, so as you can see, we don't have any to-dos at the moment. Let's go ahead and record a to-do. Record a new video course. Okay, let's see. Record a new video course. All right, so there seems to be some issue here. So let's go ahead and click save. I want to see what happens when we save it. Nothing. Okay, so nothing is getting saved now. So let's go ahead and try it. Launch it again. Wash car. Okay, so it sticks around. Let's go ahead and save this, and we have our record being saved. So our session was probably still being established because we are running in the debug mode. Let me go ahead and stop the debug mode and go into the app and launch it, and let's try it now. Record a new video course. Record a new video course. Okay, it's probably 2 input streams that are going on. That could be it. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay, so this has a little bit more confidence in it. So basically, as you can see, I have like a microphone going on for not only for this session, but also for the recording session. So that could be the reason why it's why this is taking it a little bit slow. So, but yeah, like, you go ahead and give it a try. As you can see, all of our functionalities are working fine. We can actually delete items. We can create new items, and all the items that we are creating are now basically being stored in Swift data. All right, this time around it actually worked fine. So there you go. With that, we have reached the end of this video course. Thank you so much once again for watching, and I will see you guys in another video course.